today's video I'm going to be teaching you how you will be able to start trading forex from scratch. So if you are new to forex, you don't even know what forex is all about. Whenever you hear about forex, you get confused. Oh, what the heck is all these things? Well, I'm going to be teaching you every one of them and also help you to understand the reason why you must trade forex. Now, what is the meaning of forex trading? Forex is the buying and selling of currencies. You buy one, you sell the other one. Like for example, you want to go to Ghana and you reside in Nigeria. You know that when you get to Ghana, you're going to be needing their own currency to start transacting, not your naira. Okay, so you're going to go to where they exchange currency, and then you will exchange that naira to their own currency, which is cedis. You get, and you will now be able to transact there. So forex is the buying and selling of currencies, and the daily trading volume of forex trading is estimated at $7 trillion. So that means that at the end of the day, investors in forex trading, they are bagging $7 trillion, a whole lot. So have you seen the reason why forex is actually important? And not just that too, apart from your 9 to 5, with forex trading you can be making your own money, because as long as you have a laptop and a phone, you can be trading, provided you also have a good network connection and then a broker you are registered with. You can be able to trade the forex market. So that is why forex is actually important. You need it, I need it, you get, so that even when you are not working, you can actually be making money, as long as you understand the structure of the market. So now this is an app, and this is for trading forex. So now what do you need to start trading forex? Do you actually need a laptop, or do you need a phone? What do you need? Well, you can start with your phone. You can start with anyone you have. If you have laptop, nice. If you have a phone, perfect too. You get, so do not try to maybe start looking for phone, inconveniencing yourself, delaying the journey, whereas you have, looking for laptop, whereas you have a phone which you can use to start trading forex. So now here, this is a trading view app. So we have the trading view app. We have 3 important apps that you need to start trading. So we have the trading view app, we have the MetaTrader 5 app, and then we also have a broker. So but the broker we are going to be using here today is the XNES. So now what is a trading view app? The trading view app is where we visualize the market. So after looking at this very place, you will understand, okay, is the market going to buy, is the market going to sell? So we visualize the market in the trading view app. Then the MetaTrader 5 app is where the execution happens. So after you've said that you're going to be buying a particular market or selling it, you'll now go to the MetaTrader 5 and do it. Now you saw buy here. Are you going to place your buy in the trading view app? No, you're going to place the buy in your MetaTrader 5 app, and I'm going to be showing you how it works. Then the XNES app is a broker which gives you access to the market. So as a human being, you don't have access to the market. You're going to be going over to a broker which has access to the market. Register with them, then they give you access to the market. That is a broker. So we're going to be using XNES. Now what the heck is the forex, or is this very forex all about? You're looking at my chart, maybe everything is looking so bewildering. So now we have powerful currencies that we can trade in the forex market. So today is not a forex day. I'm shooting this very video on a Saturday, so this is Bitcoin, but still it will be very, very important to you. So as long as you understand forex, you understand crypto, every one of them are market which are being traded, you get. So now we have many pairs that we can trade in the forex market. So we have GBP USD pairs. Like when I click on this very tool right now, you're going to be seeing many of them. This is Bitcoin USD, we have the GBP USD, we have the Euro USD, and so on. So but I'm currently on BTC USD chart. So now what are these very things all about? You know that whenever you're transacting, you're going to be involving 2 currencies. You can't just trade only one currency. You need one to buy another one. When you want to buy, you should sell another one before buying another one. You get, it takes 2 to tango. You get. So now that means that in GBP USD, if you are buying GBP USD, you are buying your GBP and selling dollar. So Now you can see I'm buying GBP. It's not all about saying I'm buying banana, I'm buying yam. This one is a market, so you are buying GBP, you're buying everything, you're buying this. So now this is my BTC USD chart. You don't just trade it like that, because we have something here. We have all these things. These are candlesticks, and candlesticks are what make up a forex market. If I remove this thing now, this thing is going to, like, the chart is going to look very plain and it's useless. So candlesticks are used to determine if the market is going to buy, if the market is going to sell, and these are the prices of the candlesticks. So if they say today that Bitcoin is at the price of 70 something thousand or 60 something thousand, it is because of these very candlesticks. So now let's trace the current market candlestick, like the current price of this very candlestick. You can see it here. You can see how the line extended to my left, approximately 70k or 60 something k. So that is just what you need to understand about the candlesticks. So I'm currently on my chart, and we have different time frames here. We have the 15 minutes time frame, and the 15 minutes time frame tells us that each candlestick here, because all these candlesticks, they are one, so it tells us that each candlestick here took 15 minutes before they were able to form. Now let's do a quick assignment now, a quick review. Now you can see, looking down at my cursor, you can see the date, you can see the time, Saturday 7 February 2020, 13:15. If I shift left, it's going to be 13:30 now, I think 13:30. You can see it jumping 15 minutes. You can see, so the same way, if I go to 1 hour, everything is going to be in 1 hour. You can see it 13:00. Go to my left, 12:00, 1:00, so but 11:00 and so on. So I'm going to be using a 1 hour time frame. So this time frame is all about, okay, which one is best. The lower time frame you use, that is the more noisy the market will become. The higher time frame you use, that is the more nice the market is going to look like. So I'm going to be using this one for us to be seeing a very broader view of the market. So currently in my chart, we have different candlesticks, and you wouldn't know which one is saying buy, which one is saying sell. So normally in the forex market, anytime price is going up, that means that the market is buying. Then anytime price is going down, then the market is selling. And you can make money when price is going up. You can also make money when price is dropping. Get? So if BTC is going up, it is buying. If it is going down, it is selling. Your profitability depends on your ability to predict the movement of the market. And we have candlesticks that are always interested in going up. We have the ones that are always interested in going down. So currently on my chart, I have the blue and the black candlesticks. So some others, theirs are red, green. So but if you look at mine now, you can see these very blue ones, they are always interested in going up. You can see these very black ones that are interested in going down. So if you take a close look at the current candlestick forming in Bitcoin, it is blue in color. You can see it is always going up. So for now, currently Bitcoin is buying. You get? Bitcoin is buying. So but if we have black candlestick now dropping, it will be said to be selling. So this is what you need to understand in order for you to go and execute. You get? So but before I go on into discussing more important things with you, you can see what I dropped in my chart. This is very, very important. It is called a short position tool. First of all, we have the short position tool and we have the long position tool. So what is a short position tool and what is a long position tool? So the two of them are important in trading. With the long position tool and the short position tool, you're going to be visualizing how your profit is going to run, what you are staking, like what you are risking, what you are targeting, where you entered. You get? So we have three important parts of this very place. This one now is the TP. Whenever I say TP, I'm talking about take profit. So now this one now is the entry. So I'm going to identify it as the EN, the entry price, like the demarcation between this zone, this blue zone, and this very black zone. Then the last one here is the stop loss. So I'm going to identify it as the SL. So now let's assume you predicted that Bitcoin is going to be buying. Maybe Bitcoin is here. Remember, when it's dropping, it's selling. So maybe it's here. So this is your entry price and you predicted, oh, Bitcoin is going to rise from here then to here. You get? So if it actually get to this very place, it must have hit your TP. So whenever you place the market, you always need to set your TP. You always need to set your TP and your SL. You don't just leave your market like that, because if market continue to go up without hitting any target, it's just floating. Even if you're having $1 billion profit, it will keep on running like that, and there is a tendency it will drop, even hit your stop loss, like hit blow your account. So you also need to set a stop loss. You might be wrong, you can be wrong in the market, so that is why you're telling your broker, please, I am targeting this, but if eventually price refuses to go up and then start coming down, then when it gets to $20 loss, take me out in the market. I wouldn't want to lose more. So have you seen it? That is also the same way it is when you are selling. Remember that for selling is going to be the different, like the opposite of it all, because now you are predicting that the market is going to be dropping. So this one is going to be your stop loss, this one is going to be your entry. Okay, so the market is going to drop from here to here. So now in the forex market, we don't just trade it like that, because we actually trade candlesticks and everything, and you're going to benefit it more when you sign up for my mentorship, because that is why I'm going to teach you everything you need to understand. Even now I am doing most of the things, you get. So it's going to be a very big privilege if you stick to watching this video to the very end, but there are still vital things too. So now in the forex market, we have two important zones, and these zones are what we look at whenever we are buying and whenever we're selling the market. So these important zones are the support zone, which is the zone below, and resistance zone, which is the zone above. So now anytime price start behaving like this, when it gets to this very zone, it tends to drop. When it gets to this one, it tends to buy. So and traders can find this as a very nice game. Whenever price gets to the support zone, it will buy. When it gets to the resistance zone, it will sell. So this very support zone now is a place where price action holds, where this one is a place where price action does not cross. Now looking at this very current market in my GBP USD chart, you can see, let me start marking out zones, because when you mark out zones, that is when you'll be able to do well in the forex market. So for example, now this market is heading downwards. You can see the way I marked it out, it is heading downwards, and not just these two, you can see this one, it is also heading downwards. So this is called a bearish market. Remember when this is what a bearish market, because the market is dropping. So we have bearish and bullish. So bearish means market is selling, bullish means market is buying. So this is a bearish market, because overall the market is going downwards. It is going downwards, and market doesn't just move in a straight form like this. No, it forms what we call series of higher highs and then higher lows, something like this. Series of lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Because if you shake it, this very high is lower than this one, this very one is lower than this one. That is why we call them lower highs, and then this one is a low. This very low is lower than this one, this very low. So that is what we are eventually seeing here in the chart. Now looking at this, now market has been doing it, forming series of lower highs, then drop, lower high, then lower low, lower high, then lower low, lower high. So now the next move we are going to see is the market is likely to drop here again. So if we place this trade now and we start seeing this candlestick flowing here, we are going to be making money. Yeah, we are going to be making money. So now how am I going to be doing it? Already you've seen how I marked out this very zone. I shake the trend of the market. So, and I'm saying that indeed this market is going to be dropping, like this market is going to be dropping. So I'm using this very rectangular tool to be marking out my lower low, so that I wouldn't be confused, so that I will know where my target is. And then I'm going to be using this one to be marking my lower high. You get, like this one to be marking my lower high. This is a trend line too. I'm going to be using it to mark my lower high. So now I'm saying that this very market is going to like start from here now, from this very entry, and then drop to TP. Okay, so what am I going to be using to do this? So now already I have everything now cleared out, how I'm going to be doing this thing. So now first of all, you need to have a broker that you are registered with. And remember, I said that I use XNES. This is my XNES. So I use XNES to trade the forex market. So, and don't worry, I have a free book, a free forex guide, which is going to help you to understand everything about XNES, open your account and start trading. Like everything is my free forex book, and if you need it, the link of it is going to be in the description of this very video. You get, so now you've understood everything, but now what if you actually sell this market and maybe it didn't go in your favor, maybe you start making little profit or so. That is why we have what we call loss size. So loss size is that which helps you to determine what you are going to, like how much you are going to be making, how much you are going to be losing, something like that. So we have 4 types of loss size. We have the nano loss size, we have the mini loss size, we have the micro loss size, we have the mini, and we have the standard loss size. So the nano loss size, the micro loss size, the mini loss size, and the standard loss size, these are what we help you to, okay, after analyzing the market, how much am I going to be making, how much am I going to be losing. So now the nano loss size, I also have a video which will help you to understand everything about this very loss size, and the link of that video is going to be in my description, like in the description of this very video below, because I'm not going to be teaching about loss size here. I'm just focused on how you can be able to execute the forex market. You get like a live analysis and then the execution. So, and also like we have a website which is going to be helping you to determine how much you're going to be making, how much you're going to be losing. So but these are a Bitcoin chart, so this very calculator doesn't really work good in a Bitcoin, like it doesn't work good in a Bitcoin market. Like it works very well in other markets like the GBP USD market, Euro USD market, and everything. But don't worry, I'll still help you to do this very calculation in your trading view, like in your MetaTrader 5 app. So but the good news is that I have another video where I explained everything about this very loss size and then how we traded it live in a forex market, you get. So had it been now, this is going to be a forex market, let's assume now, because I want you to understand everything very perfect. Let's assume now we had GBP USD charts, like we finished analyzing GBP USD and we want to trade it. What are we going to be doing? There are things that we're going to be seeing here. Now for example, we are going to be having instrument, we write GBP USD, the deposit currency is going to be US dollar, then open price. I don't really like the way this one is forming, so let me refresh it. Now I have what I want. So we have the GBP USD chart. So GBP USD instrument, deposit currency is going to be in US dollar, we don't change it. Then account balance, let's assume you have $500 account and you want to risk $50, so you write $50 risk. You can change it to dollar or you can change it to risk. So now we have the stop loss price, which is going to be in pip. So still in that video I explained everything about this very pip. Now let's assume now this is my long position too. So the pip there is this very number we call 251.365, 251.365. Any number after the one we have in the bracket is going to be our pip. So that is the number you are going to be writing in here. So you are going to be writing that 25 something, yes. And after writing every one of them, you hit your calculate. When you hit calculate, the loss size, the first one is going to be the loss size you will use. So that means that with this very loss size, if you go to your MetaTrader 5 app and trade with this very loss size, because loss size is just like volume, if you go there and then they ask you what is the volume you will use, when you use this volume, you are going to be risking exactly this. Most people fail it in forex because they don't actually follow this rule. They will just come to their MetaTrader 5, start using bigger loss size, which will eventually blow their account. So when you use this very kind of loss size, you will risk exactly what, $50. So but for this Bitcoin market, we don't have any loss size giving, because if I were to shake it this now, okay, now let me show it to you so that you will understand everything. So even if I hit calculate now, this is going to show us a question mark, you get. So there is no loss size which is used in calculating Bitcoin for now. As I know, there is no perfect loss size, even though some website will tell you we have it. So but I will also use this opportunity to introduce you to my calculator too, which is very, very powerful. This is a website that I built for calculating the loss size of gold. Like anytime when you finish doing it, maybe you put your risk, everything, put your stop loss pip, everything, hit calculate, it's going to calculate everything for you. And I'm still working very well to see if I can create a loss size that will be calculating Bitcoin too. So you have seen everything now. So now there are two things that we need here. There are two important things that we need here. Remember that we want to sell this very market, and you should be very, very fast in doing it because the market does not wait for you. Now the market is dropping already. So what are we going to be needing here? We are going to be needing the stop loss price, the entry price, and then the take profit price. So that means I'm going to be deleting this because you already know that this thing is our take profit. Delete this one too, delete this one too. Now check our right, this is the take profit price, because this one is the take profit price 61295. This one is our entry price. We don't actually need it because we are working with market execution. We want to execute immediately. Then this one is the stop loss price. Yes, we are going to be inputting it. The broker is going to ask us to input it there, so we don't need anything again in our MetaTrader, in our trading view app. We will now go to our MetaTrader 5 to execute this very trade. Choose Bitcoin, then choose this very price, choose this very one, execute, then adjust it. So I'm taking it that we have $640 account. Let me say we have $640 account and we want to risk that very $40. So I'm going to do it in such a way that you're going to understand it, how trading works. So remember how we've analyzed this very market, and we say that this market is going to sell from here. We identified our resistance zone, which is the one up above. We also use to form the lower highs and lower low. You get, so lower high, then we use different lower low, saying that this market is going to drop from here to here. So now I'm going to be heading over to my MetaTrader 5 app to trade this very market, to see how it will work. You get. So now this is my MetaTrader 5 app, and already I have this very account registered. This is Xness. So I have linked it with my I've linked my Xness broker, everything about it with my MetaTrader 5. So I'm now free to go and trade. So, and this is actually a demo account I'm using, for example. So whenever you link it, you will now have everything here. You will have access to everything. You have access to every pair. You can add every pair, including your GBP USD, AUD USD. You just click plus, and every one of them we add, you see. So we are going to be going over to that of Bitcoin, that of GBP card, GBP USD, all of them are Forex, so they are not active. We're going to be using that of GBP USD, BTC USD to trade. So I'm going to click on here, then I'm going to click on new order because I want to trade it. So now I have BTC USD here. So, and I'm going to be working with market execution because market execution says I'm going to sell it immediately. Buy limit is just all about I'm not going to buy it now, I'm going to buy it later. Yes, sell limit means I'm going to sell it later. Like buy limit is just like price is still up, I'll wait for it to drop before I'll now have to buy it. Sell limit is price is still down, I'll wait for it to climb up before I'll now sell it. So every one of them are pending orders, but market execution is also good, and that is what we are going to be working with, because remember that the market is not waiting for us. As I'm speaking, the market is still on dropping. So now I'm going to see, you can see this very place that we have 0.01. so when I clean it, you see volume. So but the interesting part of this, like if it were to be Forex trading, having gone to Cashback Forex to calculate everything, is it will just automatically calculate the lot size for us and tell us it's 0.08 or so. But this one we don't have any lot size for it, so I recommend using the lowest one, which is 0.01. Then when you use the lowest one, you will now have to adjust it when you place the trade, adjust it to your risk. You get, that is very, very important. Please don't forget it. Use the lowest lot size, and then after you've placed the trade, adjust it to your risk. Now remember, we have the take profit price, and currently I'm looking at my screen. So my take profit price is 61295.10. This is where whenever the market gets there, the market should take me out in profit. So but what if the market keep on buying? So I'm going to do this thing, tell my broker, please, when the market keep on buying, just take me out in loss at 71192.99. So now I'm going to hit my sell, because we are having sell here, buy market. So I'm going to hit my sell, and the market will start selling immediately. You can see it is already running. It's already running. Wow. 0.1415. So now I'll click on charts. So I will now be able to adjust this very thing now. So now already I have $21 risk. So what if I wanted to risk $40, that very $40? So that means I'm going to lift this very thing upwards, or still, if you prefer this very stop loss, like if you prefer it very, very well, already you can see the money in our stop loss price. You can see it's 21.96. So and you want to risk 40, that means that you should go here again, add one more position. When you add one more position plus this very one, it's going to be around 40 something. You get, like if I add it, it's going to be around 40 something, and that is actually nice. Then that means that I'm going to be risking 40 something to get extra 77 added to my take profit here.
You see it, to get extra 77 here. So he's going to be risking 40 to get 140 something. But what if I wouldn't want it like this? Maybe I would like to just manage only this very one position here. Now you have to click on this very one. When you raise it up, you can also raise, target anything you want. Even if you want to target $1, everything, just adjust it to your screen. When you adjust it, it's not yet done. You have to click on this very thing. You can see close SLTP. You have to click on this very arrow here. When you click it, they will say, do you want to modify? If you click on modify, every one of them is modified. So, but I'm going to be leaving mine here. So now looking at this, is still running $1.5 profit, 1.6, okay, loss. So that is how actually trading works. After analyzing, you come here, you trade it. So, but remember, there are still other things that you need to understand about forex trading. Many things, and in my forex mentorship, I'm going to teach you everything. Stay with you, help you to grow, help you to trade very well, so that you will understand how the market is working. So if this video really interested you, I'll really like you to share it, share also what you learned, share your opinions, everything. I'll really be interested in them all. So remember the description, that the link of the lot size video is in the description of this video. The link of the forex website that I built, forex calculator website, is also in the link of this video. Great meeting you. I love you. I'm forever in my